Well, hello everyone. So today is day 10 of my hike. So I thought it would be a fun time to make another video. So I'm standing in the forest next to a highway. So it's a bit less of a nice nature noise in the background than the other times. But this is the best thing I could find for today, where I think least people will go to see me. It's a nice forest though next to it. It's sunset as well, so the trees are really cool and orange. So that's really nice. The highway is pretty loud though, so that sucks a little bit. But yeah, I'll get used to it. Hopefully I'll sleep through it since I'm really tired. It's getting really exhausting. So yeah, I hope it will be a better night. But yeah, so I placed my tent right over there. So I really like the color. It blends so nice in with the forest most of the times, or with the land around it. So that's pretty cool. So that's really nice, and I had a nice tree to sit on. So I had my dinner there about 30 minutes ago. I cooked some rice with some tuna from a can. So I had a good meal. So that was nice. And then I can follow this little path. I have to be careful for thorns, though there's so many of them. And I've gotten stung by quite many thorns already through this hike as well. So yeah, there's the tent. Let me get a picture. So I set everything up for tonight. It was pretty cool. So over there's an open veld. If it will focus, I guess it's still too bright. But when I was setting up my tent, there was a deer jumping right in front of this open area to the forest in the sunlight, which was pretty cool. And I think I've seen almost every day a deer now, which is quite crazy. Especially when I've put up my tent, sometimes I think they sort of wait and they hide, and then I settle, and then they just jump away, and all of a sudden. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, the light on the streets is really cool right now. So, but yeah, today it went better because the last few days has been a real shit show, I guess. I got, I think, most likely a food poison. I guess 4 days ago, or 3 days. I was in a city called, I think it was called Bitburg. And I finally found the first thing food related that was open, and it was a Burger King next to the road. So I went for it because till that point nothing was open, or every time I went to look for something for a restaurant, it was closed because of Corona. So yeah, I went for the Burger King, and then I had this cheeseburger, and it didn't feel good after. Like, it didn't fall well in my stomach, and I continued with the day. But then later on, I think in the night, somewhere, it was pretty scary as well because I was standing in the forest too. Normally I try to get in before it gets dark, so I don't see the forest all dark as well, because that's pretty scary. But then, and I always am afraid that I will pee before I go to bed, or do whatever before I go to bed, so then I don't have to come out. But at 1:30, my stomach was going crazy. I was like, okay, well, shit. I had to go out because of diarrhea, and it was so scary because there were also a lot of mice, and I didn't really see through the forest, and I was also afraid to put on a light because I was like, well, then everybody can see where I am. So I had to rush out my tent and went a few steps into the forest, and everything was flowing through my body, so it was so gross. And then after that, I started puking as well, and it even got worse. And even like the first time I just sat down in the forest, I also sat down in thorns and stuff. So it was actually really painful. So yeah, that happened, and then the next day, throughout I was waking up to leave first in the morning, so they wouldn't really see my tent. But I guess I had found a good spot because there was really nobody there, and I felt so weak, and I started to get up, and I had to throw up again. And again, still diarrhea, so I took a pill for that, which helped, but the puking, it continued throughout the whole day. So I had to stay puked in the forest, hoping that nobody would see me. But it was really annoying. And then later on, let me try to sit down. My water started to get empty as well. So that was a bit shit. But I guess the good thing was that I couldn't hold any water anyway because I had to puke it out. Yeah, I stayed there. So I stayed there through the whole day, and then the next night I stayed there as well. And then in the morning it started to get a bit better, but I was all out of water and I was super dehydrated as well from the diarrhea and puking and not enough water. So I had to go and try to reach the closest village nearby, which was a pretty tough walk. I was so lightheaded, and the scenery it was pretty tough as well. All of it really is actually like you go up and down quite quickly. The hills now go up to 700 meters, I guess, and sometimes you move up from 300 to 700 and go down to 500 and whatsoever, and it continues all the time. It never stays on the same level. So I had to go through that, and then I went to the closest city, and I went to a grocery store, and I got some fruits and water, and I guess the fruits really helped because it was the first thing that stayed in my body, and I got some energy from it. And then I continued walking a little bit more, and then in the evening I had my first light meal again, and it stayed in as well. Okay, just realized there's a road going through the forest there as well. Well, I guess nobody will care. But yeah, so these were pretty tough 3 days, I guess. But yesterday it got better, and today I had a pretty long walk, longer than I expected, because again I needed to find a grocery store, and the one to the village I went was closed. So then I had to go to another one, but it was too far, and that's why I dropped just next to a highway, because it's like my feet are not doing it anymore. My energy is not there, so I'll just wait it out here, go sleep through the night, and hopefully have enough energy tomorrow. And on Sunday everything is closed as well when it comes to grocery stores, but I'm sure there's like a little, it's a bigger village or a small city actually, where I'm going to, so I forgot the name of. But yeah, so that happened, I guess, in the past few days. I don't know if a lot else has happened. No, I don't think so. So yeah, that's all for now, and see you. Bye.